So the four that I agree with is if your parents fight fair in front of you as a kid, you're more likely to be well adjusted. If your parents divorce when you're young, you're more likely to have poor relationships with them in adulthood. I agree with the two of them because I see my parents fighting all the time. They hit below the belt. They separated when I was 7, and I had a lot of issues as an adult when I first started dating, and it took a lot of counseling for me to be okay. And then if you're a girl and your mom works, you're more likely to become the boss and make more money. I agree with that because I experienced that. My mother worked a lot, especially since they separated. I worked my way up in several jobs to become the boss. And the last one is if you're trying to be cool in high school, it could lead to problems in adulthood. I seen that with my son's father. He was the big man on campus, ditching, not doing his work. He ended up not graduating, and he couldn't get a job. He was cool in high school, but it wasn't as cool as an adult. I disagree with if you break the rules and defy your parents, you're more likely to have a higher income as an adult. My mother pushed working in education, and working in education would ultimately lead you to your income for most people. I know that's not all the time, but most of the time. If you're a boy and your mom works, you're more likely to be a more involved dad. I seen, because I grew up in a poor area, mom's working 2 and 3 jobs, and I still know a lot of dads that's not involved, so I would disagree with that. If you watch lots of violent TV, you're more likely to be aggressive grown up. I watch a lot of scary movies. I've never been an aggressive grown up. If you're allowed to watch TV as a baby, you may have suppressed communication skills. I also disagree with that. I have a lot of nieces and nephews. They've all watched TV. None of them have suppressed communication skills.